10 huge Emmerdale spoilers for next week. In next week's Emmerdale episodes, a brand new year begins with a deadly revenge plan as Kane decides to punish Ellis for abandoning Belle and Kyle in the cold woods. Elsewhere, Nate has nowhere to turn when Kane rejects him and Vanessa bans him from seeing Tracy. Here are the 10 big moments to watch out for. 1. Kane demands Marlon evict Ellis. After being left out in the cold for hours, Kyle is hospitalized. Kane watches over him, worrying as his rage builds at Ellis for leaving Kyle and Belle. Determined for his family to show their loyalty, Kane demands Marlon evict Ellis from tall trees and pick a side. With Al already in battle with the Dingles, will Kane lead them to a full-on war? 2. Kane takes revenge on Ellis by abandoning him on the moors. Knowing Kane all too well, his loved ones worry about what revenge he has planned for Ellis. Soon, Kane goes searching for him. That night, Kane abandons a quaking Ellis on the moors, a long way from home in the middle of nowhere. Kane calls it retribution for the way he left Kyle and drives off, leaving a vulnerable Ellis alone to freeze, with bare and bloodied feet. 3. Al and Billy worry about Ellis. When Ellis hasn't stayed at the B&B overnight, Billy and Al begin to worry about what has happened to him, fully aware that Kane was on the warpath. They later learn Ellis was spotted with Kane. Al angrily confronts Kane, accusing him of hurting Ellis. Without breaking a sweat, Kane denies all knowledge of Ellis' disappearance and he seems to have gotten away with his deadly revenge plan. 4. Al threatens Kane. Later, Kane's confidence is knocked to see Al at the hospital. He's disturbed to find Al watching Kyle asleep in his hospital bed. Kane is horrified when Al alludes to harming Kyle if Kane doesn't step into line. Will Al's threats get Kane to back off? 5. Kane refuses to let Nate stay. After being kicked out of his home for cheating on Tracy, Nate grovels at Kane's door, asking to stay at the farm, but Kane's having none of it. It has taken a lot for Kane to warm to Nate, especially considering his affair with Moira, so Kane is livid that Nate betrayed Tracy so easily. Kane rages at Nate for what he has done and everything he has thrown away, close to exploding with anger. Nate leaves, distraught. 6. Vanessa bans Nate from seeing Frankie. With nowhere else to go, Nate trudges back to Tug Gilt to pick up his stuff and hopeful that he'll be able to see Frankie. But Vanessa intercepts his visit and refuses him to let him in, raging at him for even trying. 7. Tracy learns Vanessa has lied. The next day, Tracy confesses to Vanessa that she feels hurt Nate hasn't even attempted to see Frankie. Vanessa offers her comfort, secretly hiding that she banned Nate from visiting the day before. But before long, Vanessa's lies catch up with her when Tracy overhears her telling Charity about Nate's attempted visit. How will Tracy take the news? 8. Vanessa and Charity argue about Johnny. Things are awkward in the village between Vanessa and Charity's even more thrown when Vanessa reveals she's not back just to support Tracy temporarily, she's sticking around for good. Trying to work out where things stand between them since their split, Charity asks to spend time with Johnny, but Vanessa hits the roof. With Charity arguing her case as Johnny's adoptive parent, will Vanessa relent? 9. Dawn and Billy share their engagement news. Loved up Dawn and Billy were trying to keep their engagement news on the down low, but when Lucas accidentally finds out the happy news, they decide to bite the bullet and tell their families. A concerned Will pulls Dawn aside to check she's happy, worried that their engagement feels a bit rushed. But Dawn is quick to reassure him of how much she loves Billy and that he makes her feel safe. Finally, something to celebrate in the village. 10. Jai tries to encourage Priya back to work. Having heard from the lawyers over Hop's role in the survival disaster, Jace panicked over the threat of the massive fine hanging over the business. But later in the week, he tries to push those stresses to one side and concentrate on helping Priya. He suggests she take her mind off her injuries and ask Layla if she can go back to work and take a vow, But Priya is anxious that she's not ready yet.